Have you ever seen a cloud? Of course you have. But I want you to picture this with me. You're in ancient Jerusalem. It is the day that King Solomon dedicates the temple. And as he finishes his prayer, the word of the Lord comes. Then a thick cloud fills the temple. The priests can't even stand up to minister. They have to get down on their knees. What's happening here? Let's read it in 1 Kings 8 to 10, 11. When Solomon dedicated the temple, a thick cloud filled it. The priests could not stand to minister because the glory of the Lord had descended. It says here it wasn't smoke. It was presence. Heaven came down and made the house holy. Picture, if you will, the largest cathedral in your city. It's been packed for weeks with people from all over the world coming to see this dedication of the temple. And as the king finishes his prayer, the room begins to shake. A thick cloud, an oppressive thick cloud, begins to fill the room. People are screaming, running for the exits, trying to get away from this cloud. Then they realize it's not a bad thing. It's not some kind of like volcanic ash or smoke that's going to kill them. It's the presence of God. It's the glory of God. And they're so overwhelmed by this presence that they fall to their knees before God. Now, we know what it is that Solomon dedicated, right? He dedicated the temple, the physical building. But what he didn't know, what none of them knew, was what was about to take place. None of them knew that what they were about to experience was the presence of the living God. We read in Exodus 42:34, "A thick cloud filled the tent of meeting, so that there was not a man, woman, or child who could come near." Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Arise, go into the tent of meeting." So Moses went into the tent. Then the pillar of cloud descended and stood at the door of the tent while Moses went inside. Friends, God isn't in the building. God isn't in the walls, the roof, the foundation, or the furniture. No, God is in his people. And when his people come together in worship, when his people gather in his name, he promises to meet us there. But sometimes, friends, sometimes we don't recognize the cloud when it comes. Sometimes we think it's a bad thing. Sometimes we get scared when the presence of God shows up. You get scared when the presence of God shows up? Some of you do. You say, "I don't want that kind of power. I'm not worthy of that kind of power," friends. God doesn't call us to be worthy. He calls us to be faithful. So when the cloud shows up, when the presence of God shows up, don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't try to ignore it. Don't try to pretend like nothing happened. No, let's welcome the presence of God. Let's give God all the glory and honor and praise because he is worthy.